You get 2 songs at open mic, so, you know. All right, I'm going to start off with a poem by Paul Laurence Dunbar, which Paul Laurence Dunbar was my mother's favorite poet. And consequently, she used to recite this poem a lot. And I mostly know it by heart, but you know, I'm old now, so I can't remember anything. So I have to keep my cheat sheet close by.
It's all good.
So this is called The Party. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Paul Laurence Dunbar, but he was very well known for his use of dialect, Southern dialect. So that's how this is written in Southern dialect. I hope I can do it justice. This is called The Party. All right. They had a great big party down at Tom's the other night. Was I there? You bet. I never in my life seen such a sight. All the folk from Faux Plantation was invited. And they come. They come a troop and think it's chillin' when they hear the fife and drum. Everybody dressed their finest. Here's your mouth and get away. Ain't seen such fancy dressing since last quality meeting day. Gals all dressed in silks and satins, not a wrinkle nor a crease. Eyes are batting, teeth are shining, hair brushed back as slick as grease. Skirts all tucked and puffed and ruffled, every blessed seam and stitch. If you seen him with the mistress, couldn't swar to wish his which. Men all dressed up in Prince Alberts, swallow tails and take your breath. I can't tell you nothing about it. You ought to see it for yourself. Who was that? No, you ask me. How you expect I gonna know? You must think I stood and counted everybody at the door. Old man Barber's houseboy eyes had brought that guy Melinda Jane. Haw hanging to his elbow. Him was strutting with a cane. Ma Harvey Jones was jealous. Seemed to stick him like a thumb. But he laughed with Vidney Carter, trying hard to not let on. But a person would have noticed from the direction of his look that he was watching every step that Ike and Lindy took. Ike, he found a chair and asked her, "Won't you sit down?" with a smile. And she answered up a bowing. "Oh, I reckon it ain't worthwhile." That was just her style, I reckon, because she sat down just the same. And she stayed there till he fetched her for to join some sort of game. Then I heard her saying proper as she riz to go away, "Oh, you really must excuse me, for I hardly cares to play." But I seen her in a minute with the others on the floor, and there wasn't any one of them playing anymore. Coming down the floor, bowing and swaying and swinging, putting on her high-tone manner all the time as she was singing. "Oh, swing Johnny up and down, swing all around. Swing Johnny up and down, swing him all around. Oh, swing Johnny up and down, swing him all around. Fare you well, my darling." Had to laugh at old man Johnson. He's a kosher now, you bet. Hitting close to 100, but he's spry and nimble yet. He low to so he go, "I ain't old, I let you see. Tain't no use in being feeble. Now you youngsters just watch me." Then he grabbed old Aunt Mariah. "Weigh 300 more or less." And he spun around the cabin, swinging Johnny like the rest. Everybody laughed and hollered, "Go it! Swing, Uncle Jim!" And he swung it too, I reckon, like a youngster. Who but him? That's better than young Scott Thomas trying to be so awful smart. You know when they get to singing and they come to that part, in some ladies' new big house and some ladies' garden, if you don't let me out, I jump out so fairly well, my darling. Then it's got to circle around you, and you got to break the line. Well, that darky got so anxious that he bust himself a trying. Kept on bludgeoning around and fooling until he gave it one great big jump. Broke the line and hit fat foremost in the fireplace right plump. He had fire in mind you. Well, I thought my soul out bust. Tried my best to keep from laughing, but it seemed like lie I must. Excuse me. You ought to see that man scrambling in the ashes in the ground. Did it burn him? Such a question. Why, he didn't give it time. For he showed him, throwing them ashes and the cinders every which way, I guess. And you never did, I reckon, clap your eyes on such a mess. For he surely made a picture, and a funny one to boot, with his face all full of ashes and his clothes all full of soot. Well, it'd like to stop the party, and I reckon like it now it would if Tom's wife Mandy hadn't excuse me. Well, I'd like to stop the party, and I reckon like it's not if Tom's wife Mandy hadn't happened on the spot to invite us all to supper while we scrambled to the table. And I'd like to tell you about it, what we had, but I ain't able. Mention just a few things, though I know I had an order, for I know 'twill start you hankering, and your mouth was minced to water. Well, we had wheat bread, white as cotton, egg pone, just like gold, hog jaws billing, hot and steaming, roasted, short, and ham slice go, look out! What's the matter with you? Don't be falling on that floor. If it's gonna affect you that way, I won't tell you nothing more. There now. Well, we had hot chitlins. Now you're trying to get in the fall. Can't you stand here about it? Suppose you've been and seen it all. Seen that great big sweet potato laying by the possum side? Seen that cool and all this gravy. Reckon then you'd up and die. Man, did she love. Y'all really must excuse me. 'Twa'n't much upon my shelves, but I've done my best to please you, so sit down and help yourselves. Tom, you know, I don't believe in apologizing to professor. Let him take it like a fetcher. Elder Thompson, ask the blessing. You ought to see that colored preacher clear his throat and bow his head. One eye shut, one eye open. This is every word he said. Lord, look down with tender mercies on such generous hearts as these. Make us truly thankful. Amen. Pass that possum if you please. Well, we ate and drank our potion till there wasn't nothing left. And we felt just like new sausage. We was most not stuffed to death. Tom, he know how we be feeling, so he had to fiddle around. And he made us clear the cabin for to dance that supper down. Jim the fiddler, tuned his fiddle, put some rosin on the bow, put a pine box on his table, mounted it, and let it go. He's a fiddler now, I tell you, for he made that fiddle ring. And the oldest and the lamest had to give their feet a fling. Crippled Joe the Olomatic, jigs, cotillions, reels, and breakdowns, caldrons, and a waltz or two. Bless my soul, that music swinged them, and people like the flute. Crippled Joe the Olomatic, dance that flow from side to middle, throw away his crutch and hop it. What's romantic getting a fiddle? Elder Thompson got so tickled that he liked to lose his grace. Had to take both feet and hold him so to keep him in his place. And those Christians and those sinners got so mixed up on that flow that I don't see how they parted if the trumpet had a chance to blow. Well, we laughed that way and capered in the most ridiculous way, till the roosters in the barnyard played their throat and crowed for day. You ought to been there, for I tell you, everything was rich and prime. And there ain't no use in talking. We just had one scrumptious time.
Yeah!
Thank you. I will now do a new song. You know, half the challenge is remembering the names of the songs that I write, because I've written over 150 of them.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
and I keep writing them, despite everything. So last week I wrote 2. And it's like, remember one or the other. I can't remember. Oh yes, now I see. All right. So this one's called, this is an instrumental. I really should have tuned this up, but it's kind of hard to, oh, can I get some power? Okay. Can I get some Zeus? All right. So I've been strangling the neck of this guitar for about 50 years. And I still managed to suck at it, but I actually took my first guitar lesson about 6 weeks ago. After 50 years.
After 50 years of playing.
After 50 years of playing.
She got the nerve.
And I found out I've been doing it wrong the whole time. But a friend of mine is a classical guitarist, and she's been teaching me. And actually playing classical guitar is totally different from playing, pop guitar. It's like learning a different instrument. Anyway, so this is called Rolling Reef. Also, I'm not used to playing standing up, so, I'm trying to get all my excuses in. So that so if I don't sound good, you can say, oh, well, she said this and she said that.
You want a stool?
Yeah, actually, I would like a stool, if I can.
Or a chair.
Or chair, a chair.
You want high or you want low?
Chair.
You want chair? All right, stool.
It's hot up here. Man. Klieg lights.
Pressure.
Woo.
Lights.
I don't need a mic because this is an instrument.
Yeah, okay. Excellent. Go for it.
But I do need this.
All right. So once again, let's keep promoting our youth to get up in here so we can continue to bring the love to all ages, to know that they can come here and express themselves. Hit it.
All right. I would ask Chris to accompany me, but I keep ambushing Chris and asking him to play Lisa's songs he's never heard of.
I mean, I could try, but I don't know how to play the song.
This one is a little unusual, so I want to ambush him this time. But he usually holds his own pretty good.
I mean, you could send me the chords in advance, and then we could do that.
That's no fun. Does it sound like it's coming through the speakers?
Yeah.
Does it sound like it to me? Does it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry again. Does it sound like it to me? Maybe because.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you're ahead, you're behind it.
Okay. All right.
We got a little monitor for you.
Sorry. False
It's all
start.
good.
False start. False
Go
start.
for it.